So you may remember last week. You know what sucks? My sales this past week on eBay are down 62% from this time last week. Well, my sales did actually come up this week a little bit, but it was very strange how it happened.
Almost like some kind of conspiracy.
We'll talk about that, but first check out some of the sales that I did make on both eBay and Facebook Marketplace. Sold some Hoka Bondi 7s, and you guys may remember these from a recent video. Those blue ones you got right there? What? Those right there? Can I look at them real quick? Thank you, sir. Picked them up from Goodwill for $6.50. Excellent condition. Still tons of tread left. A little bit dirty, but otherwise excellent condition. And they're 9.5 double E. Paid $6.50 for them from Goodwill, and they sold within a week for $62.50. Saw this pair of ladies Nike Air Max Salvation Army. They were actually in the case, but they only wanted $9.99 for them, and they basically look new. I'm pretty sure they are actually new. They still got the paper on the inside. The bottoms aren't worn at all, and like I said, only paid $9.99 for them, and they sold after about 3 months for $79.99. So I sold a drunk elephant on eBay, or maybe I should say I sold some drunk elephant on eBay. This is Drunk Elephant Protein-y Polypeptide Cream. Sell-through rate on these things are absolutely crazy. Picked up 4 of them from the Amazon Bins return store. Paid $6 a piece. Listed them on eBay on Saturday. Sunday I got an offer for all 4 at $31 a piece. Decided to take it. 24 into 124, not too bad. Definitely be on the lookout for this drunk elephant stuff. Like I said, it sells really quick. So first time finding Red Wing boots, and it turned out pretty well. Picked these up from a thrift store, paid $3 for them. They were not in good condition. I rubbed them down with some of that Dr. Martens Wonder Balsam, and I actually linked that down below if you guys want some. But that stuff works wonders, as you can tell. I listed them for $125. Comps were definitely all over the place, so I kind of took a chance and listed them high. Actually sold for full price in like 2 weeks, 3 and 125. I'm definitely happy with that. So I went to a little small family run estate sale the other day. And they had these speakers sitting in the corner. These and another pair of smaller ones for 25 bucks. I saw these grids on the front, saw Sansui. Didn't even look them up, had to have them. And these things, if you ever see them, are really fast sellers locally. Listed these for $250 on Facebook Marketplace, and I've got a guy coming to get them right now for $220. Second set of speakers in that $25 deal. Got the Sansuis that you saw earlier, and then a set of realistic Nova 6s. These are more smaller bookshelf speakers. I'm actually going to meet a guy right now selling for 80 bucks. So for my $25 invested, that's a $300 return. That's not too bad, and that's cash too. So the first part of this week, much like last week, was very slow for me. Only $276 in sales from Monday through Thursday. Then on Friday, it's like someone at eBay flipped a switch. Over $350 in sales on one day. So one day's sales was actually more than the previous 4 days combined. And I didn't do anything any different. I did all of the things that I said I was going to do last week. Make sure my titles are accurate. Take a look at my photos. Then I'm going to send out offers to watchers. Try and do a bulk edit. But I did all those things on Sunday. Did it really take 5 days for those to take effect, or was there something else going on? Was eBay throttling my sales? Were they limiting views on my items? What do you guys think? These are some of the conspiracies that I've heard before. What are some other ones that you've heard? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know. For me, I'm not really sure. I've been doing this eBay thing for a while now, and this type of thing just seems to happen for no rhyme or reason.
Or maybe there is a reason.
So this is a vintage Clipper concrete saws brochure from 1955. Not really sure why anybody would want this, but apparently somebody did. I actually picked up a big box of old paper or ephemera from a garage sale probably a couple years ago. Paid $25 for it. It probably gave me over 1,000 listings. I've definitely made my money back several times over. And this thing just sold for $18. So I've sold these things before and they always sell really quick. This is a Artograph tracer projector. Basically you put an image down at the bottom here. It projects that image on a wall or on a large sheet of paper, enlarges it so that you can trace it over and recreate it. Picked this up at Goodwill on Monday for $5.99 and it sold on eBay on Tuesday for 40 bucks. So here's some more paper out of my big boxes of ephemera. This is a standard grading and dressing rules. It's basically a guidebook to show you how to grade and I guess prepare different types of lumber from different species of woods. I'm not 100% sure, but that's kind of my take on it. It's actually from 1956. I don't really know how much relevance it has, but it sold for $14.50. Sold some cars, or let me rephrase that. Sold some slot cars from the Disney movie Cars, and they're actual little slot cars that apparently came with a racetrack. Paid $3 for these from a little thrift store, and they sold for $34.50 in less than a week. Sold some Birkenstocks, and this is definitely a brand you want to be on the lookout for. Picked these up from Goodwill for $6.50. They're not in great condition. There's definitely some wear on the footbed and on the treads there, but I paid $6.50 for them from Goodwill, and they sold for $40 on eBay after a couple of weeks. So FootJoy is definitely a good brand to be on the lookout for when it comes to golf apparel. This stuff sells pretty well. Picked up this windbreaker from Goodwill for $5.75, and it's an older model, but it's new with tags. Paid $5.75 for it, and it sold in a couple of weeks for $45. Not huge money, but Ducks Unlimited stuff tends to sell pretty quick for me. This is a vintage Ducks Unlimited t-shirt. Picked it up from Goodwill for $1.50, and it sold for $19.50 in a couple of weeks on eBay. So this is an AudioCodes Fax ATA HTTPS, and I'm not going to explain that to you because I know you guys already know what that is, even though I really don't have a clue. Picked this up in a storage unit that I bought a couple of months ago. Paid $115 for the whole unit. Definitely had some awesome scores in there. Go check out that video. But I paid $115 for the whole unit, like I said, and this guy just sold for $39.99. Sold this jar of Alaya Multi Collagen, and I'm not a huge fan of selling consumables, but this is definitely factory sealed. It's well within its expiration date, so I felt pretty safe about it. Picked it up from one of those Amazon bin stores for $6, and it sold overnight for $39.50. So I saw this pair of Nike Air Force Ones at the Salvation Army. They only wanted $7.99 for them, and they're in excellent condition. Don't look worn at all on the bottoms. The only flaw that I can find is on the shoelace here. Paid $7.99 for them, and they only sold for $30. That's because they're actually a youth size. I didn't pay close attention when I grabbed them. Just thought they'd be worth it. Probably should have paid better attention, but still a decent profit. So I was on safari the other day at Goodwill trying to hunt down some deals, and I found this guy. And it definitely has to be the most unique sale of the week. Picked this guy up at Goodwill, like I said, for I think $6, and I just thought it was cool. It's like a wire and beaded border buffalo head. You just hang it on the wall. Never seen one before, so I grabbed it. Had it listed for like 75 bucks, didn't really have any interest in it. Finally got an offer of 55. Decided to take it.